What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a very simple topic, and that's, can you be a good or profitable day trader that only makes very little money? Check it out. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and jump right on into this video here. This video comes off the back of a comment that I got on one of my older YouTube videos a few days ago, and the way I replied, I realized now that I should have copied that reply and pasted it on here so you could see it. And I'm gonna see if I can do that. If I can, it'll be in the video, and it'll be somewhere here or here. If I can't, then it just won't be in the video, and you'll have to take my word for it, or search through all my videos until you find it. That's what I'm gonna have to do to see if I can find it. Regardless of the fact, guys, regardless of that, let's not go down a rabbit hole and get all distracted here. The topic of today's video is very simple, okay? It's about whether or not one can be considered a good day trader or a great day trader if they make, in comparisons to others, very little money. And when I say very little money, I'm talking about, making $100, $200 a day on average, maybe $300, or maybe you just make $50 a day on average, okay? On average. And remember, when we say on average, it means when you total up your, let's say your trades for the month, and on average that month you made $100 a day, okay? Because there's red days mixed in. Nobody's green every single day. It just doesn't happen. You don't go an entire year of trading and be green every single trade. So there's going to be red trades in there, red days, red even potentially weeks. And when you look at a year or 2 years, potentially a month or two, that's red. Okay? But the point is, you're still making money. You're still making, $100 a day, let's say. You make $100 a day on average, that's $500 a week. And yes, you have to pay taxes, blah, blah, blah. I'm so tired of hearing people talk about, oh, but you have to pay taxes on that money now. Like when people make money on their own via the internet, via their own way of getting a hustle on and selling stuff online, selling products, selling digital goods, selling courses, selling videos, trading, investing. Like some people literally buy domains and just flip domain names, or they make websites and then they sell those websites. That's how they make their money, and they make a lot of money. Okay, and maybe that's something we can go over one day. But oftentimes everybody's like, oh yeah, you made $3,500 this month, but now you got to pay taxes on that money, so you didn't make $3,500. No, you made $3,500. You just got to pay taxes on it. A lot of times people put that in there like that's their reason for not trying, because they got to pay taxes. You got to pay taxes anyways, unless you don't make anything. So yeah, now off of that tangent, a lot of times people will be like, oh, but he's not such a good day trader, or she's not such a good day trader, or a trader period, because they only make $100 on average a day. And why do they only make that? Well, it has a lot to do with your own ceiling. You see, every strategy that's out there, whether it's chasing momentum stocks, buying dips, trading blue chips, trading Forex, trading futures, whatever it is you trade, there is always going to be a ceiling on it, be it liquidity, psychologically, or it could be because of the liquidity within the stock itself that you're trading. Like if you trade low float stocks, right? Even if you swing trade them, there's only so much of a position you can gather on a low float stock before you can't get out of it because of lack of volume, stuff like that, right? Like you can't. It just happens. If the stock has a 500,000 share float stock, you're not going to buy 500,000 shares of it, even if you could afford it, because you're just going to lock up the whole stock. Like really, you could probably own the company, I guess, at that point. I don't know. The point is that each and every single strategy has a glass ceiling on it that one cannot surpass. One of the most common things is the psychological aspect. Why do I say that? Well, because you can be a great trader, a good trader. I consider myself to be a decent enough trader, right? And you've seen my videos. Typically, I make $100, maybe $300 a day when I have a nice green day, and my red days are typically 100 and something, up to $200-$300. They can be if they're really bad, but on average, that's my range. $150 on a green day is a solid little day. $200-$300 is a good day. Yesterday I actually made $400 because I took my trade in the morning, made $200 in the morning, and then I made another 200 in the afternoon via futures. So that's a home run day for me. So on average, I say I make about 100 and change, $200 on average a day when you factor in, red days and red weeks, even stuff like that. Okay. So, am I considered a good trader? I don't know. I consider myself a decent trader. I consider myself to have enough knowledge that I can share that. I consider myself to be able to make a decent little amount of money, that in a bad crisis could serve as a little income that could keep the lights on, let's say. Could I make more? Absolutely. The same strategy I use. All I have to do is scale it up a little bit. And there's plenty of liquidity out there because that I trade everything. I trade large caps, I trade options, trade low floats, not as much as I used to, trade futures, but what keeps me from going up there? It's all about the mind. It's the mental aspect of it all. In this case, I'm comfortable risking X amount of money per trade. In order to double up, make more, continuously make $300, $400, $500, $600 on average, then my risk needs to climb up with it. There's no way around that because I need to increase my share size so that I can scale out, hold accordingly, and try to get those bigger take profits, which often happen, but I don't have any more shares because I've already scaled out of my position. Okay? Whether or not I've sold early or I've held on and sold at my targets is irrelevant to this fact because even when I hold on and sell to my targets, if the stock goes a little bit higher, right, I could make more money, but I don't have enough shares because I didn't take enough size to do so. Okay? And that's because of my risk. If I'm entering a trade and I don't want to risk more than $100, I can only take X amount of shares depending where my risk factor is on the chart. Okay? And I'm not ready to scale that up. Therefore, I've reached a ceiling, and I'm going to continue staying in that ceiling for the foreseeable future until I feel comfortable enough to where I can up the risk a little bit more, maybe up the risk by $50. And little by little, you'll grow. Now, the reason I say this is because oftentimes you see people out there who they'll sell courses or they'll have chat rooms and they'll be total garbage, or they might be extremely beneficial. And people will be like, or they just have a YouTube channel, or people will be like, but what does this person know? Or why are they selling this? Or why do they have a YouTube channel? I even know like people that I know that are like, oh, Jesse, you only make a couple bucks. How do you even have a YouTube channel talking about trading? Well, because the strategy works. I'm consistent and we're moving along, right? The only difference between making $200 a day or $400 a day will be at this point my share size. And once mentally I am able to take that extra risk to make the 400, I'll get there. In the meanwhile, I know enough that I can share the content. And then you have people who will be like, oh, but because this is where the comment came from. Oh, but so-and-so, they sell a service, and if they were truly a great trader, they wouldn't be selling a service. And I thought to myself, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense, because maybe that person reached their limit on their comfortability with trading, right? Let's say that person makes, I don't know, $400 a day. That's good money. But you know what? They can write a book and sell a book to make that extra money that really scales them up in life. They can start a chat room if they so. I don't really, that's chat room's not my thing. They can start a chat room and charge for it. As long as they're providing value and people see it, and it's not one of those pump garbage places, and they provide a chat room and they provide value, good. Everybody's happy. You're making money. You're breaching that gap, right? Because some people, that's all. Hey, if you make $100 a day, on average, that's good money. Congratulations to you. Really, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. If you can continuously, on average, take $100 a day out of the market, you are doing amazing, because you're doing what 90 or more % of people cannot do. If you have enough knowledge to write a book about it, then by all means, get on that book and put it out there. If people find value on it, they're going to buy it. If they don't, they won't. But one can't be so close-minded as to think, oh, if they were such a great trader, they wouldn't be selling extra things. They would just make more money trading. It's not that easy. A lot has to do with your mental capacity, and everybody reaches a point where, I know I've seen some traders who make $500,000 a year. Could they make $1 million? Probably, but they can't because mentally, that's it. They've reached their plateau. And everybody's plateau is different. And that's the purpose of this video. Don't let anybody tell you you're not a good trader if you are consistent. Even if you make 50 bucks a day on average, you're doing something they cannot do. If you want to write a book about it, write a book about it. You're consistently profitable. You're doing something right that most people cannot do at all. And I don't know who this video has to reach out and touch, but I felt I needed to put that video out there, so I'm putting it out here. And let me know what you guys think. Notice I didn't even talk about smashing the like button just yet. I really felt I had to put this out there. So do me that quick favor, smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel. Remember to check out the links in the description section below to Webull. You get 2 free stocks when you download the app, fund your account with $100. Also, you have free trade in there. It's another app. You just got to open up an account and you get 1 free stock. No need to fund the account. I really hope you enjoyed and took something from this video. And I hope you have a great trading week. Let me tell you, I'm probably not going to trade tomorrow, okay? Because I'm working on some of the stuff that we talked about like a couple of weeks ago, like starting up an email list and starting up, kind of like a little blog site or something where we can put more information out there. And I'm going to start working on that for you right now. So I might not trade tomorrow because I need more time to dedicate to that, okay? So I hope to catch you guys on the next one.